This here is a blue crab dissection project. Now before going further, let's give. So I'm Golf, and I'm partnered with Adam, but he's not here right now. So yeah. Okay, let's see what. So all right, the first thing first, we need to know what is a blue crab. What's so special about it? Now, blue crabs are, well, as the name suggests, it's a crab. Don't be surprised. Now, crabs are generally part of Arthropodia. Essentially, they're arthropods, and the phylum name is the one where I have trouble like saying. But I'll put it up on the video. And the wind is blowing over my stuff. Turn on the stuff. Anyway, so yeah, but the order is actually relatively simple to say. Decapodia. Essentially, they have meaning 10 legs. Yes, now it's deceiving because again, you can see here there's 6, but why the name says 10? Because honestly, they're actually counting the limbs. So there's 10 limbs, 2 front prongs, 2 aft prongs. Now this thing is a blue crab. Now, not to be confused with another similar looking crab that exists halfway across the planet called the flower crab, suspiciously similar aside. These two are similar, but they aren't, and they're part of the same group, but they are not one and the same. Now, these guys typically exist around the Atlantic coast, around the Atlantic area. Yeah, around there. Their names are also known as the Chesapeake Bay blue crab, so I guess that's a name giveaway, I guess. So yeah, there's that. And the wind's gonna kill me. Anyway, the crab itself is relatively simple. It's an omnivore. Essentially, it could eat anything. It could get their hands up, get their claws on fish, plant matter, mussels, unsuspecting looking crabs. You know, it's an omnivore. It's very similar to humans, so it just eats whatever it can find. Now, specialization wise, the only thing that is really special is about these 2 back legs here. Mostly because, well, they're designed for swimming, and, well, as you suggest, this thing lives in the sea. What do you expect? Of course it needs to swim. So that's that. Now, I'm probably, hopefully, editing future me will remember to put some pictures of these crabs prior to being dissected or turned into half. So yeah. Dissection wise, I'm gonna have to do probably take some time, but well, here we go. All right, so let's see. So first, we remove many of the areas. So the first noticeable thing about this crab is that the eyes are there. See that thing? Yeah, I'm gonna focus a bit. There, that is the eye. So is this. They also have antennas, similar to every other arthropod on the planet. Now, despite the name, it is not for receiving radio antenna. They're meant for detecting the food, which again, they're a crab. They live in the water, and this external hard shell, they're made of. I'll probably put. It's made of a hard material that's used in a lot of other animals which have similar things. Actually, the crab's entire body is armored, and unlike other things such as tanks or anything really, when the crabs are generally easy to crack, or at least in some ways. Now, this crab here has been, well, have its head torn off. Best way to describe it. So that's his face. And you see inside there. I gotta find a way to put this thing on. Give me a minute. There we go. Close enough. So these are his sections of his mandibles. Essentially his mouth, and inside are the rostrums. Essentially his, well, throat. What are you expecting? Anyway, nothing special as much underneath. So if we're looking for something really unique, you gotta flip it over. And there's a lot of things down here. These sections here are gill masses. Give me a minute. Yeah, you see these red things here? You see that? Yeah, those are gills, technically. They're gills. Since crabs live in the water, they kind of need gills to survive. Okay, so I'm back. After about a couple minutes of dissecting, mostly just tearing out the legs, There's the legs I need to tear out. Sorry, Adam. I'm gonna have to work this out. But I found some very interesting thing. This crab here, this is just one side, has a lot of muscles. And honestly, it actually somewhat makes sense. The crab has to use have multiple limbs. Even on one side, there's 5 alone. And especially near the back, near the ends around here, there's a lot of muscle. This is the amount I managed to pull out, not even counting what's left in there. That's a lot of muscle. Bigger guns than most. I feel like these guys are. This guy's pretty much the closest thing to Arnold Schwarzenegger anyone's gonna get. Anyway, down here, here's the internals. I managed to get far enough inside to see some of the components. This section, that's the heart. Now, yeah, it's pretty nasty and pretty squared, but it is the heart nonetheless. Now, further down here, these are safely, the one I'm probably dangling is right now, are the most often than not, probably the genitals, the testes for the male, and probably most of the time will be ovaries for the female. Now I need to remove a bit in order to see what's.
Okay, so right here where the crab would eat, it would come down. So if I look at the top of the head, it would come out to this side, which I took off, come down, and straight right here would be the stomach and stuff. Also under the head over here would be where the gills are, so he could just stay underwater most of the time. Alright, so right here would be the locking spine. I suppose right here. Right here would be what the locking spine is. Opening this up right here. Oh, open this up right here. Okay. Opening that up right there. Now those 2 long strings would be called the Lenstein right here. This thing just leaves it open. That would be his spine. That's the socket of the spine. So that is his spine. Of course, that thing you see there would be his penis, dick, right there. That's his 2 little dicks that he has. Balls are right there in the bottom, so he can repopulate. That would be most of the stuff in the back. Right here would be his little ribs, and then the hardest and almost the soft part of the shell, considering that it's still hard.